Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
you're listening to House of Cards.
Today, the game is different.
I want to gamble. Gambling is a very serious business. Is that clear?
Welcome to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you here, deep from the swamps of Jersey. We got a great show coming up for you. You know, usually during the show, I get to interview some of the biggest newsmakers in the gaming and casino industries. But this week, I'm going to be joined by the House of Cards executive producer, Doug Weischadle, and we're going to actually talk about some of the biggest news stories happening in the gaming and casino industry. Whether it be casino, sports betting, iGaming, esports, the gaming industry is constantly changing, and Doug's going to pick a couple of the biggest stories that occur in the last month, and we're going to talk about them and see what they mean for the gaming industry. So when we come back, we're talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month. So stick around. We'll be right back with House of Cards. Hey, this is Dave Weischadle from House of Cards with your House of Cards gaming report for the week of December 30th, 2024. Scientific Games announced a multi-year deal with the National Basketball Association to launch NBA-licensed instant scratch games. Scientific Games will work with U.S. lotteries and NBA teams to create team-specific games to help create custom second-chance promotions and experiential prizes. Under the agreement, the Massachusetts Lottery launched the NBA champion Boston Celtics team game on November 19th. Rampart Casino in Nevada announced the launch of Rampart Online, which is a 5-card draw poker game for mobile devices. According to the press release, players can play the real money games anytime, anywhere in Nevada. The app features games with rapid-fire action and unique enhanced payouts, including Royal Flush bonuses and four-of-a-kind payouts. And finally, on December 17th, Caesars Virginia opened their doors to the public. The $750 million property features 1,500 slot machines, 79 table games, 21 poker tables, a sports book, as well as a 320-room hotel. Caesars Virginia became the third permanent resort casino to open in Virginia following Rivers Casino Portsmouth in January of 2023 and Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Bristol in November. Have any news or tips regarding casinos, gaming, or legislation? Send us an email at newsroom@houseofcardsradio.com and follow us on X at HOC Radio.
You're listening to House of Cards. Check us out at houseofcardsradio.com.
We must get her back.
I'll be satisfied if we get her half back.
I'll take a quarter back. In fact, I'll take Notre Dame in 2 points.
Oh, you want 2 points?
I certainly do.
Well, you got 'em.
Oh!
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you here. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. This week, I'm joined by the House of Cards executive producer, Doug Weischadle, and we're going to actually talk about some of the biggest news stories happening in the gaming and casino industry.
Well, we got a recent survey from the New York Times Athletic that has continued the conversation of what to do about sports bettors harassing professional athletes.
This is an interesting survey. I know it's a huge topic for a lot of people, so yeah, very important.
It's a growing topic, as a matter of
Absolutely.
fact. This survey by The Athletic really had to deal with a survey they did across NHL players, but I think at the start of this topic that we're going to discuss, you can apply this to all sports.
Yeah, I mean, certainly this was specific to NHL, but certainly all leagues and all, lawmakers have to take a look at this thing.
Yeah. According to the poll, just under 1/3 of all players surveyed described an increase in harassment related to sports gambling, including death threats and other violent messages. This is a crazy situation.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw even the NCAA has addressed this issue at
Absolutely.
certain points.
Well, it's an important issue. I mean, I'm very curious how these threats were conveyed. Were these email? Were they social media? The social media is really, this is not helping the situation with regard to threats and things like that. So I think everyone has to take a really close, hard look at this.
Well, the polls results also showed a strange increase. This is the phrasing they had, a strange increase in one particular social media platform that has had a dramatic influx of fans making Venmo requests to players for costing them parlays. Now, Venmo is an offshoot of PayPal, which is a money transfer portal.
All right.
So a lot of people are now asking for their money back directly from the players.
Well, that's crazy.
Yes.
I mean, look, fan is short for fanatic, and, they're really acting like fanatics like this. This is crazy, scary stuff.
I mean, I can see making a joke of it. If someone's joking around with the athlete and doing that, that's one thing.
That's not a joke.
Some of these are just death threats.
Nuts.
Some of these are very violent. At least 3 players, according to the survey, described fans requesting hundreds of dollars, sometimes jokingly, but often not, with one player even pointing to games in specific cities like Toronto, which was actually a focus of this entire survey, being worse than others.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I'd love to see the breakdown more in depth as to not just certain cities, but also which games. I mean, are you talking playoffs or more intense? They're more intense for the players. They're more intense for the bettors.
I don't care what kind of games it is. It shouldn't be done. And I'm very curious about what law enforcement is doing. I mean, what are there laws in the books in certain jurisdictions that really deal with something like this? Is it, does something have to be drafted to really deal with this kind of situation? So, the problem is, when you're dealing with social media and email and things like that, you're usually across jurisdictions. It's a crime in one state and not a crime in another state, or if it's in Canada, into the United States, it's jurisdictionally, it's a mess, speaking as a lawyer, but it's one of those things that has to be looked at, has to be addressed by lawmakers and, police and law enforcement, because this is serious stuff. I mean,
again, it goes to not just the etiquette. It goes to a lot of player protection. In terms of physical protection, more so.
Let me tell you something. It's if you're a professional athlete, you have to deal with a lot of stuff. I mean, you see, a lot of people make a joke of fans jumping onto the field and running around and things like that, but that's a pretty serious thing, and I'm sure athletes don't like seeing things like that because they're vulnerable. They're really vulnerable. So it's something really has to be done with this.
Well, there was actually even a story. One of the Vancouver Canucks players said that while he was in a slump and it was starting to pile up on him, the slump, his actions he was getting more and more intense messages.
Really, yeah,
through social media. And what he's done, and what a lot of other professional players are starting to do, is they're starting to pull off the social media. They're getting rid of them on their phone. They're not leaving it altogether, but they're getting rid of it on their phone so they can't receive the notifications.
I mean, that's what almost you have to do. I'm very curious if teams themselves are doing something, if teams are addressing it, or teams are putting in protective measures for their athletes. I haven't heard too much about what teams are doing, but I'd be very curious about that.
Well, I know some states are starting to rearrange their sports betting legislation, their regulation. I know West Virginia has proposed that, if not passed it.
Yeah.
We've got Wyoming just recently announced that they're going to be amending their rules and regulations for sports betting to ban sports bettors who harass players.
Well, look, one thing you have to look at, I mean, professional players are one thing. They can take actions, and they're a little more protected than the collegiate athletes. How about if you're a college athlete that lives on the campus? It's pretty wide open, and it's I don't know how much security certain campuses have and things like that. So it's something that really not only professional leagues have to take a look at this, but NCAA, you mentioned it, they addressed it.
But they addressed it. They haven't.
Do certain colleges have to address this with regard to security for their athletes, and because of this environment?
Well, if you think about pro sports versus collegiate sports, different sorts of levels here. when you're dealing with pro sports, you've got the league itself, then you got the individual teams. But when you go to the collegiate level, you've got the NCAA, you got the conference, then you've got the athletic departments of the individual schools. There's a lot more involved there. I think there's a lot more buffering you could actually put between players and bettors at some point.
Well, what I'm referring to is living situations.
Situations.
If you're a college student, you're living on campus. They're wide open. You have to worry about college. I mean, I'm sure security is great at colleges, but it's not as great as if you have the funds to afford a gated community where athletes live and things like that. So, and you shouldn't have to worry about that, but you do, because of crazy people are out there thinking, you're affecting my finances, which is really ridiculous.
Well, I remember the NCAA's report just recently about harassment of their athletes, collegiate athletes. One of the results of their survey, or whatever you want to call it, their investigation, a lot of players were being approached on campus by campus bookies.
That's what I'm talking about. So you're in a campus life. You're pretty wide open, and I'm not knocking any security of a particular school, but it's just so much you can do with regard to security.
It's actually a blanket issue for all sports at all levels.
Absolutely. Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready, and health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-733-6860. 800-733-6860.
The bathroom of your dreams is only a phone call away with BCI Bath and Shower. We can make your ordinary bath and shower extraordinary. This is not a cookie-cutter design. This is a complete custom build that will fit your every need. It's never been easier or more affordable than right now to get the bathroom of your dreams. We have the best monthly programs in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month or no payments, no interest for 18 months with approved credit. The hardest part of your new bathroom is gutting and building the tub and shower. If your bathing area is old, there could be damage behind the walls and possible mold and mildew, which can be a serious safety issue. At BCI, we don't cover a problem, we fix it. Call now to get a never clean glass treated door with a no-track system at half off for the first 50 callers. Factory trained, certified installers made in the USA and discounts for seniors and military. Call 800-755-0466. That's 800-755-0466.
You're listening to House of Cards.
I'm talking sick piles of money. I'm talking lay on your bed in your Vegas room, throw the money in the air, and dance as it showers down on you money. I'm talking frosted glass limo money. I'm talking big cowboy hat, silver turquoise buckle money. I'm talking gambling.
I am in love with you.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. This week, I'm joined by the House of Cards executive producer, Doug Weischadle, and we're going to actually talk about some of the biggest news stories happening in the gaming and casino industry.
Starting off the show, we're heading up to Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
We've got a brand new aspect to the sports betting industry up in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and that is with the Massachusetts Gaming Commission unveiling their official seal of approval.
Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah, I saw this, so yes. I'm just curious where this is going to appear. I mean, if I go to a casino in Massachusetts, one of the 3 casinos, when I'm walking in, do I see the Massachusetts Gaming Seal of Approval on the door when I
No, this has nothing to do with casinos.
Nothing to do with that.
No,
nothing to do.
No.
So, it's only sports betting.
This is only the online sites.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And
they should do that for everywhere. You know.
Well, it's not a new concept.
Put a sticker everywhere.
A lot of people have push for this, in not just in Massachusetts but around the industry.
Sure.
And it's an interesting idea. Does it really come down to affect how you view certain operators in the state? Because the Mass Gaming Commission, and this is true for every aspect in every state in the United States here regarding online sites, legal and responsible gambling. They want to promote all that. And, all the arguments are,
that's why I think it should be
sites.
everywhere. It should be everywhere. It should be on the door of the casino that I'm walking in, that it shows me it has the Mass Gaming seal of approval.
Well, according to the Mass Gaming Commission, this new seal of approval, which will signify officially licensed websites allowing consumers to discern between them and unlicensed black market operators.
Okay, I can see that.
It depends on how big it is. I mean,
well, I'm sure it'll be there.
I mean, if they're going to require certain size on the websites, that really nothing about how big it's got to be, where it's got to be displayed. They say displayed prominently. I don't know what that means. I mean, if you look at the websites right now in any state, you want to look for the responsible gambling things, they're tiny little symbols down at the bottom of the website.
Yeah, either that or up on top. I've seen some up on top and things like that.
But it's an interesting idea, and they're going to be requiring all Gaming Commission licensed companies in the Commonwealth to display the seal on their digital platforms.
Okay, I think it's great, and I think they should go crazy with it.
Next step.
Do it. Like I said, in the live casinos, on the door stickers. I want to see bumper stickers. I'd wear a T-shirt that has the Mass Gaming seal of approval. Get some coffee mugs going. What the hell, Well,
you've got these are the ones that are these are the operators that have to do this.
Yeah.
That will be forced to not forced, but I guess strongly encouraged,
compelled. I don't know.
Yeah, Ballybet, BetMGM, Caesar Sportsbook,
they are required.
Fanatics,
they would be
FanDuel,
required.
and Penn Sports.
Yeah, they are required to do it. So.
Well, it goes to your question about the physical casinos, because you do have in MGM Springfield the BetMGM Sportsbook.
Sure. I mean,
you've got what's the one in Penn Plain Ridge Park? That's an ESPN.
That's an ESPN bet, right?
Yeah. That's Penn Sports Interactive. So
Encore Boston, I'm not sure what that is.
They have their own.
Okay,
they don't have an actual partner for it right now.
But they should, display the seal of approval. I mean, it's
interesting. Encore was not listed with this, but they also don't have a online component to their sportsbook either. So. I think they're the only one I've noticed that when they lost a partner. I don't see too many other casinos that when they lose their partner for sports betting, they haven't picked up a new one. Encore hasn't picked up a new one yet.
First off, Encore is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible. I love their sports book because I don't even know what it is. Right before the sports book, they have some
the big ball.
I mean, it changes from baseball to
basketball to
golf and things.
I think they
that.
had tennis on. Too,
I don't know what it is. I honestly
it's just an LED ball.
It's an LED ball. It looks great and stuff like that. But it's a great place to relax and spend an afternoon. But it's I think this gaming commission seal should be everywhere. I mean,
Oh,
the
yeah.
gaming commission, in charge of casinos and all games inside of Massachusetts. So I think they put it everywhere. What the hell?
I mean, I guess,
Like I said, sell T-shirts.
Well,
put it on.
I guess
mugs. Make some money with it too. What the hell?
But I guess the main focus is for consumers in the Commonwealth to differentiate between the unlicensed operators.
Sure.
I think, what was it? They just did the cease and desist with Bovada.
Bovada, yeah.
Yeah. And
one of many states.
Yes.
So,
And there's other ones out there, too, that people don't really know are unlicensed in the United States. I mean, you got stuff that have the word U.S. in their name.
Yeah.
And, you don't know if that's an unlicensed sports book.
Sure.
I don't want to say it's illegal because it's just unlicensed. It operates outside and everything. So, and everyone, but again, this is just a matter of not just responsible gambling, but also trying to cut down on the black market gambling.
Absolutely. No, and it shows the customer that it's a safe and reliable site, too,
Yes.
what I think. So, like I said, put it everywhere. Put it in the physical casinos, too.
This actually could be an answer also, or like an additional arrow in the quiver against the sweepstakes casinos, too. They could actually start looking at doing something like this.
Look, I think you're going to see, if something works in one state, other states tend to do it. And anytime I interview a politician or a person in the gaming industry from one state, I ask, how much does what's happening in another state affect what you're doing? They always look. I mean, they always see what works and what doesn't work, and what kind of regulations that are effective and what's not effective. So it's a great thing.
Yeah, I just
like
wonder
I said, if they put a Mass Gaming Commission T-shirt, I'd wear it. So how's that? Okay,
get the seal of approval from the Mass Gaming Commission.
I want the seal of approval from the Massachusetts Gaming Commission.
Also, that could help fund some responsible gambling programs, selling the T-shirts and the paraphernalia.
Good.
But I'm going back to you mentioned the Encore Boston Harbor and all the different physical books that are out there. I wonder, they should actually require the sports books to have that seal too there. I mean, it'd be an interesting. It'd be a way to tie in the land-based and the online casinos.
Well, there's kind of
they're
a
online
tie-in.
sports books. They're no casinos.
Yeah, there is kind of a tie-in because they have kiosks and stuff. There's an online element to it. I mean, I'm certainly
it didn't say anything about the kiosks.
Sitting in your home and you're doing it.
Well, you got to remember, they didn't mention kiosks.
I know.
In any of this. So
like
kiosk
I said,
is a whole other aspect of all this.
Like I said, I think they should put it on everything.
Yeah. And we'll see actually if it makes a difference. I mean, again, do consumers really care? That's what they're going to find out.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, it's a matter. It's safety,
Yeah.
It's one of those things where people will notice if it's not there,
right? If
it's successful. So, I think what they're doing is a good thing.
Yeah,
so.
But I think only the consumer realizes they're dealing with a black market operation.
Sure, absolutely.
Only when they try and collect and they can't. Then they feel screwed. But again, I think this will be an indication of how much consumers pay attention to whether or not it's a licensed or online sportsbook. This will be a fascinating study if this actually, they start actually enforcing all of this
Look,
stuff.
I think it's a great thing. Anything that makes people feel confident in a product, I think is a great thing. So, good.
Stick around. We'll be right back with House of Cards.
Sign up at jackpot.com and you can bet on the world's best lotteries where the biggest jackpots are up for grabs. Powerball, Mega Millions, some of the biggest lotteries can be found at jackpot.com. Simply choose your lotto game, pick your numbers, or use their quick pick feature, and you're done. Sign up at jackpot.com with code DRAW24 and get a free lottery ticket with your first deposit. Jackpot.com, it's the world of lotto in your hand.
Terms and conditions apply. You must be at least 18 years old and in the United States to play. Void where prohibited. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. Debt Fix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for Debt Fix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now, and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call Debt Fix Pros right now at 800-479-3522. That's 800-479-3522. 800-479-3522.
With costs going up, Adam and Eve is the best deal around. With 50% off a sexy adult product at adamandeve.com. That's 50% off right now when you point the camera on your smartphone at the code on the screen. Don't get up. Just open your camera and point it at the screen. Hurry! You'll also get 10 free gifts, including free discreet shipping at checkout. This is your chance to get more for less. So scan now for 50% off plus 10 free gifts from adamandeve.com.
If you don't have final expense life insurance, this message is for you. LifeCare provides valuable information about whole life insurance to help cover final expenses, medical bills, burial costs, and other final expenses. A final expense life insurance policy is fast and available to anyone between the ages of 50 and 80. No medical exam, no lengthy questionnaires, and no waiting period. Just answer a few questions and we'll do the rest. With the average funeral costing $9,420 and Social Security only paying $255, you need simple peace of mind for you and your whole family. Don't leave behind unpaid expenses. Your premium will never increase. Your policy will have a cash value and a death benefit that can never decrease. To find out how you can get final expense life insurance with a lifetime lock, call 800-601-9488. That's 800-601-9488.
You're listening to the House of Cards.
Whoa! I think we got a show. Oh, yeah, we got a show. We definitely got a show. Oh, yeah, there's a show. Hey, it's all about ratings, baby, and we got them.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with House of Cards executive producer Doug Weischadle, talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month.
We're going to talk a little bit about Caesars Entertainment and their way of reinterpreting the phrase garbage in, garbage out.
Okay, I'm not sure what you're referring to, but okay.
Caesars Entertainment is testing out artificial intelligence technology that will control the amount of food waste in their kitchens.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not on the casino floor. This is in the kitchens.
I'm thinking like online casinos, online sports betting, and stuff like that with AI. But this is actually in the brick and mortar properties, and
yes.
So okay, for food, really?
Food waste.
Food waste. So okay. Well, I mean, what does AI technology have?
The system uses a camera to identify the types of food waste going into the trash.
Okay.
So they can actually get a good idea of what is being used, what is being not used.
So if more things are being thrown away, so if they see more chicken is being thrown away, they'll order less chicken.
Exactly.
In the few. Okay, all right, okay.
Basically, what they're going to be using this information to do is to alter their menus, because if they see certain dishes aren't being made more often than others.
Yeah.
They stop doing that. They can alter the menu. They can actually change the amount of food they're purchasing for the inventory. They can also create different portion sizes based upon the waste being used.
Yeah. It's a good idea. Growing up in New Jersey, you always go to diners. And my thing was, my God, what kind of inventory do diners have? Because certain diners, you can get breakfast 24 hours a day, or you can order big steaks and lobster and stuff like that. I was like, back in the kitchen, they must have every kind of food imaginable for people who come in any time of day. So I think, I get, it's been interesting to see how this, Caesars uses this, because other places can use it as well. So that's what always shocked me about diners in New Jersey. You can get anything any time of the day. And so they had to have it on premises and keep it fresh all the time of the day. That must have cost a fortune. So maybe Caesars Entertainment has a way to, do this in a better and cost-effective way.
Well, what they do is they have a device with a screen no bigger than an iPad, a tablet, basically, connected to a scale with a trash bin on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting setup. And what happens is when the chef or the kitchen worker goes to throw away whatever they're throwing away, the camera takes a photo of it. The photo is visually searched in their database.
Okay.
It's tagged with whatever the item is.
Okay.
And the system keeps track of what is new added into the trash bin from the last time somebody threw something in.
Okay. So I'm guessing the kitchen worker has to have a process of throwing away something. I mean, do they have to have a picture of it first, or do they have to be in the
system? It's got to be in the system.
Okay, all right. Should be interesting.
And also there's a manual override, too, if the system misidentifies whatever's being thrown away.
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
all right.
So it's kind of really complicated stuff. It sounds complicated, but I think the process itself, in terms of the technology being used, probably is very adaptive.
Well, I'm curious to see how much they project that this will save them money-wise. It'd be it must be substantive, because they wouldn't do something like this if it wasn't.
Yeah, and you can actually adjust it for each individual restaurant you're doing it. As a matter of fact, they're testing it at one of their steakhouses in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
They got a banquet kitchen in Atlantic City using it.
Okay. All right.
A casual dining restaurant at the Horseshoe in Black Hawk, Colorado also has one of these involved.
All right.
And also Paris, Las Vegas. They have it in the employee dining room.
Oh, okay.
That's a kind of an odd spot to put it in there.
I have to check out the Atlantic City one. I wonder where the banquet kitchen is.
I don't know if that's like a buffet type of thing.
I don't know. I have to check that out.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. And also they can actually track if the garbage is being, or the food waste, I should say, not garbage. The food waste is being thrown into the correct bin, too.
Okay.
They have specific bins for certain things.
So, like I said, the kitchen workers must have to learn a process on how to dispose of certain foods and stuff. So interesting.
Yeah, because we're used to hearing artificial intelligence being used by casinos for the gaming side.
Honestly, when you said artificial intelligence and Caesars Entertainment, I automatically thought of online casinos or online sports betting, because Caesars made news in New Jersey. They just launched the Horseshoe Casino Online Casino.
Yep.
Horseshoe Casino Online Casino.
Horseshoe Online Casino.
Horseshoe Online Casino.
Yes.
So,
but usually you're talking customized bets or customized offers
never
on the
even
online casinos,
food,
or even customized emails where you have
sure.
If you're using your rewards points for rooms and hotels and everything else, it's everything is customization, everything is AI, but AI use for food is something I never really thought of.
Hey.
I mean, other than the robot servers that we've seen in other casinos. But
I've never seen the robot servers.
Well, we've done stories on them.
We've done stories.
We've seen the footage. We've been sent B-roll.
The only thing I think, like serve your own bar thing or pour your own beer. Self-serve beer. That's that's the only thing I've heard of. So.
I'm waiting for an AI beer tap.
Well, we'll see.
Kind of interesting to see this.
Yeah, why not? Everything else is AI nowadays.
Yeah, and this, I guess this is becoming part and parcel of running a casino business, not just the gaming side, but the food side now.
No, absolutely. No, there's so much more to running a casino than just the gaming side of it. So.
Well, it looks like we're going to have Las Vegas growing again.
All right.
Not just in terms of casinos, but also sports arenas.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we've got a brand new building complex in front of the zoning board, and also the town advisory board of Winchester. And,
okay.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. That's just off the strip kind of thing.
Okay. All right.
This is going to possibly have the tallest building outside of the what do you call that, stratosphere, the tower that's at the one end of the strip. Outside of that,
I think that's gone.
Well,
did they knock that down?
No, there's a stretch still.
Okay.
Yeah, the tower. It's this is going to be 752 feet high.
Wow. Okay.
And it's going to be interesting to see, regardless of whether or not this actually gets approved down the road. It's kind of interesting because they want an NBA arena attached to this.
Okay, all right.
I mean, we're seeing all these different major league sports come in. Now we've got an NBA team possibly.
Will the WNBA play there?
WNBA has their own stadium.
Okay, so that's going to be separate.
This is years off, too,
Oh,
by the
okay.
way.
Yeah, I was just wondering if the WNBA was going to move into this one while, they're trying to get an NBA
the goal is an NBA team.
All right. Okay.
And we're looking at 752 feet tall, 2,600 unit hotel.
Okay.
We've got a condo project right next to it as part of the complex. Mm-hmm. We've got the arena, and also they have something else, health clubs, parking garages, swimming pools, recreational areas. They've got retail restaurants. This is a full entertainment center.
Wow.
No mention of a movie theater, though. I don't know if you do movies in Las Vegas here.
Yeah, right. I guess they do. So I guess you can show movies at the that big globe thing, whatever they do.
This would be 15 feet taller than
sphere.
This would be 15 feet taller than the Fontainebleau next to it.
Okay.
So somebody's going to be in the shadow of somebody somewhere.
They're building up, I guess, in Vegas.
Well, you still need FAA approval for these.
Yeah.
If you get above 250 feet in Nevada, you got to go not just zoning, but you got to go FAA.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that must have been all worked out by the development company.
It's got to go zoning first.
Yeah,
you got to do zoning on the ground first, and then you got to do the FAA. You've got to also get the investors going. No word on whether or not they do have investors, but they want the idea behind this project by LVXP. That's the real estate development company.
All
right. They filed it with Clark County. Everything's going to start going through the process.
So how long is this process?
Could be a while.
Okay. All
yeah.
right.
And
I hope it. I mean, it sounds like an amazing place. I mean, just hope it goes.
This is where the 17 acres between the Sahara and the Fontainebleau.
Okay.
And this was also the proposed home of a brand new Wet and Wild water park that failed.
Oh, okay.
And they also had a UNLV basketball player, former UNLV basketball player turned real estate development named Jackie Robinson. He proposed his all-net arena project on this land.
Okay.
This land has been up for grabs for a while, and no one's been able to get the project going.
It's prime real estate, so, obviously it's going to be, people are going to be very interested in. But no, it sounds amazing. I hope it goes. We'll see.
I'm just curious to see what casino would come in.
Oh, I don't know. Boy, that's so up in the air now, so I don't know.
I mean, this could be another Boyd, or this could be another Caesars. This could be...
Who knows? I don't know. Boy, I'm sure a casino would... You know what? Would they even want a casino? I know the thing about Atlantic City is they want to diversify. They don't want to gambling everywhere all the time. So maybe this one will stand alone without a casino. I don't see
this
it.
This one has a proposed casino.
Well, then it has a proposed casino. So I don't think it's necessary for a casino to be there. I'm sure it will be, but it's just one of those things that it's so unique and something really great, especially with the NBA and I think it's the first step to getting an NBA team.
But in terms of tallest strip resort, I mean, I guess, I would have assumed when Fontainebleau got permission, the FAA gave permission for a surrounding area, too.
Oh, sure. Well, look, I mean...
I'm wondering if FAA does have to be involved in this. I don't assume it does.
I don't know. I would think so. It depends on, flight patterns and,
Well, that's why the FAA is involved,
You really can't block runways or be inside. But I'm sure this was all worked out before they even submitted the plans.
I wonder if they have to have Harry Reid come in, the airport people.
Why not? I think they have to
discuss this.
I don't know.
I mean, because they have to be involved in this because it does affect the air patterns in there.
Sure.
So
but,
I hope it goes. I'd like seeing some of these things. 3 high-rise towers.
I know it's going to change the face of Vegas.
And the arena is going to be pretty big, 18,000 seats,
which is great.
Yeah,
perfect. Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards.
Attention. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, watch this urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by hiring 87,000 new agents to garnish your paycheck and put liens on homes and businesses. They can even seize your bank account. The IRS calls it enforced compliance, and now they have the manpower to get you. Penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily. So call One Stop Tax Relief Shop and get the IRS off your back. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. And no other tax shop gets you more or faster approvals. One Stop Tax Relief has resolved thousands of cases since 2014 and saved clients millions of dollars. Call now for a free consultation. Connect with tax professionals who get the IRS off your back.
Call 800-605-0688. 800-605-0688.
One Stop Tax Relief Shop.
It's a casino. People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Welcome to another edition of Beating the House. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to be crisscrossing the country, sometimes the continent, sometimes even the world, talking about the latest lottery and casino jackpots. If it's $100,000 or more, we will be talking about it on this show. Press releases, info at TurnpikeSportsRadio.com for the game releases, jackpot releases, and any other news regarding the casino and lottery industries. This week, we're going to start off with a pair of news stories.
Okay.
We've got one from Scientific Games, and we're going to start there. They have announced a multi-year deal with the National Basketball Association to launch NBA-licensed instant scratch games.
I think Massachusetts already has it, right?
Massachusetts was the first one. They have an NBA-branded scratcher under the Scientific Games agreement. It's for the NBA champion Boston Celtics. It's a Celtics-themed game. That actually launched on November 19th. We're just getting around to announcing the deal.
I have yet to see it, though. I've been to Massachusetts a couple times since its launch, and I have yet to see it. So I'm eager to go into a store and check it out.
Well, it's an interesting arrangement Scientific Games has made with the NBA because the Scientific Games lottery scratchers that come from the company itself, really you go through the individual states work with their individual lottery organizations, and they create individual scratch games or multiple scratch games based upon the NBA team in that area. Mm-hmm. And there are going to be other tie-ins to the games as well. They're going to be able to do cash prizes, second chance promotions, experiential prizes, which means you'll probably be able to go to a game based upon some of these or meet and greet. That's what experiential translates into usually for these things. So kind of an interesting new deal between the NBA and Scientific Games. It's always great seeing those. I mean, usually we see movie tie-ins and other types of branded games, but here we have an NBA branded instant scratcher.
I just saw experiential, and I just saw how it's spelled. Man, that's a weird-looking word.
Yes.
Experiential.
When you see it in a press release, you kind of stumble over it, but experiential is the catchphrase.
It almost looks like experimental, but no, it's experiential.
Well, it goes from experience to experiential. Right. So I think that's kind of a coined phrase.
I guess so. It's such a marketing thing.
Exactly.
It's such a marketing term.
Marketing speak.
Experiential.
Yes. Other news story, we have the Seminole Hard Rock Tampa We do a lot of stories from the Seminole casinos down in Florida.
A lot of jackpots down there. A lot of jackpots.
Well, the Seminole Hard Rock Tampa just recently announced that they passed $2 billion in jackpots given out for the 2024 season.
I can believe
year,
it.
Whatever.
I can believe it. I mean, it seems like every week we're talking about them where someone's winning a big jackpot there, and it's just incredible.
And actually, it wasn't a big jackpot that crossed the threshold. It was a one of their patrons, Richard B., was playing a Dollar Storm Caribbean Gold, depending on how you want to pronounce it, 25% progressive slot machine, but he was doing an $18.75 bet. He won $1,680 on the machine, but that was enough to cross that $2 billion threshold. So because of that,
so that
the threshold,
just got him over the line, huh?
That got the casino over the line.
All right, okay, that's cool.
And as part of his prize, besides the $1,600 that he won, he got a $100,000 Mercedes along with it.
Okay,
as part of the celebration.
I mean, did everyone kind of know that they were close to breaking the $2 billion mark, or this was a surprise to all the patrons and stuff like that someone won it?
If they didn't know beforehand, 881 guests playing with their Unity card found out because they each received $25 in bonus free play.
There you go.
If they were using their Unity card, they got the money.
Nice. Okay.
So a total of $22,000 and $22,025 was awarded just on the $1,600 jackpot Richard won.
Wow. Nice.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. They're giving back to their patrons.
Yep.
That's great.
It's a couple news and notes with regards to the $2 billion. Just third year Seminole Hard Rock Tampa has paid out more than $2 billion in jackpots. So far this year, 723,505 jackpots in total of $1,200 or more were given out this year. And they, in the press release, I guess this is kind of a badge of honor. That translates to 723 jackpots, 23,000 jackpots, translates to almost 2 jackpots for every person who lives in the city of Tampa.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. No. Like I said, it seems like every week we were talking about them, and someone was winning big there. Yeah, good. It wasn't. I wasn't imagining it. No. People are winning a ton in Tampa, so good for them.
Well, they also threw out a couple news and notes as well here. I'll just go through one or two of these. 40 jackpots of over $100,000 were won betting $5 or less per spin. I mean, the guy we were talking about that crossed the threshold, $18 bet. 40 jackpots of $100,000 or more were won on $5 or less, which is great to see.
That's kind of my speed kind of thing.
And I find this incredible. One customer won 465 jackpots of $1,200 or more in one day.
Wait, 400 and something jackpots?
I'm going right from the press release.
What do they consider a jackpot? I mean, that's,
right here, one lucky customer won 465 jackpots of $1,200 or more in one day. Most jackpots in a single day paid to one person.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know how how this person was able to stay at that machine.
Wait. That's unbelievable, though.
It's in the press release. I'm reading off the press release.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll take their word for it,
All right. Sounds good.
Yep.
All right.
So, and also 87% of all the jackpots this year have been won by Unity card members.
Okay, which is great.
Pays to get the Unity card.
Let me tell you something. I guess I'm part of that, but I got the wild card, which was the first card ever given out for Atlantic City, Hard Rock Atlantic City. I was afraid that to get a Unity card, I would have to give back my wild card because I think that's kind of important. I got it the first week they opened and things like that. So it was the original card. So I don't have to give that back in, right? No, okay, all right. So it still works.
Yes.
So I'm happy about it.
But again, Unity card replaced that.
Yeah,
because
I guess
it was for all the Seminole Hard Rock hotels, Seminole casinos, and Hard Rock hotels. They're all part of the Seminole.
But if
tribe.
I go and show them my card, they're not going to take it away from me, are they?
It'll work.
Okay, all right.
So that's it for the news this week. We're going to start talking jackpots right now. Starting off the jackpots part of our program, we're heading out to Florida. Actually, we're staying in Florida. We just got finished talking about the Seminole Hard Rock Tampa. We're talking now the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What a week for them, huh? Jeez.
We're going to a huge jackpot that is not even a property record.
Okay.
We've got a lucky winner from Plantation, Florida. That's kind of a local. Record progressive jackpot on an Aristocrat Gaming Dragon Link slot machine.
All right.
The $1 million Dragon Link slot machine, to be exact.
Okay.
We have a $250 bet being placed by this person, remained anonymous.
All right.
To win $2,856,079.
And that's not even a record, huh?
That's not the property record. You want the property record?
Okay,
the property
give me
record
the
was set
property record.
back in 2020.
All right.
$3.8 million.
Wow.
On a slot.
Wow.
Wide area
Okay.
progressive jackpot slot machine.
That's incredible.
Yes. The $2.8 million that we're talking about now for this $250 bet, that's a record for Aristocrat Gaming.
Okay. All right.
So it's one of the largest in the Seminole gaming slot payouts of all time.
Okay.
But
That
it's
was
not
Dragon
the property
Link,
jack.
right?
This
That was
is a Dragon
Dragon
Link.
Link.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is also the 7th time the game has hit in excess of $1 million since January of 2024.
Yeah. It pays to play
Yes.
Dragon Link, huh? Okay.
Well, we're going to be leaving Florida and heading out to Nevada. And we've actually covered this casino before. As a matter of fact, they just launched a new online poker app.
Oh, okay.
Rampart Casino.
Nice. All right.
And we're staying with Aristocrat, by the way. We've got a husband and wife team, you can call it.
All right.
The husband was playing dollar bets on the Dollar Store Mega Grand Jackpot, and he was running out of money. So his wife came to the rescue with a $20 bill, and 10 minutes later, $945,119 for the pair.
That's great.
Yes.
That's thank God for his wife. Huh? She saved the day.
And according to the spokesperson from the casino, they wanted to really remain anonymous because the unidentified resident posed for a picture and it came out blurry and then he disappeared.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Good move on his part.
That worked out well.
That actually might not have been a bad move.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So
nearly $1 million win. I'd go with a blurry picture too if I want to stay anonymous.
So the blurry picture, I guess, was an accident, right? I mean,
I
you would think, if you're
you don't know
if you're taking pictures, you want to take more than one.
Well, if you want to remain anonymous,
yeah. Or the guy was like moving around so much,
or he's jumping around up and down.
So it was blurry, but was he holding a big check kind of thing? Or what was going on there?
The check was blurry too. Everything was blurry.
Okay, everything was blurry.
Yes.
Okay,
so
all right.
But again, if you want to remain anonymous, a blurry picture is just as good as anything
else. That works out well. So.
Well, we're leaving Nevada, and we're heading out to New Jersey. And no, we're not doing Jersey jackpots. We're going to the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City.
Boy, big week for Hard Rock. Man,
staying with Aristocrat.
Constantly in the news.
And staying with Aristocrat,
All right, okay.
We've got an Aristocrat Dollar Store Mega Grand Link jackpot to talk about.
All right.
We've got a person by the name of Kevin from Freehold, who I guess can't go horse racing anymore because Freehold is closed.
Yeah, Freehold Raceway.
He won he did a $40 bet on the Aristocrat Dollar Storm Mega Grand Link slot machine, and got a payout of $501,184.85.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
That's Dollar Storm, right?
Dollar Storm Mega Grand Link.
Is that the bank of machines? I don't know. Sometimes
you're thinking Lightning Link.
Now that's
a different game altogether.
The bar in the middle there, the lobby bar kind of thing, and it's the big bar, the big round bar in the center, and off. If you're looking directly at the bar, off to the right on the gaming floor, there's
Lightning
the lounge.
Link Lounge. That's a different game.
That's a Lightning
That's
Link
a different
Lounge.
Game.
Okay,
Yes.
A completely different game. Okay.
Totally different game.
See, I get confused now. Everything's Dollar Storm
Everything's
or Lightning
Link.
Link or Dragon Link or whatever.
There's a link involved.
There's
somewhere.
a link everywhere.
Yes.
But,
Well, we're leaving New Jersey.
All right.
And we're heading over to Pennsylvania, right next door, right over the Delaware River.
Okay.
A little further up, I think. Mount Airy Casino Resort.
Never been there.
It's supposed to be a nice place. I haven't been there either.
I've been to, what's the one? The one that's really odd with a licensee. You have to buy a membership before you get in.
That's Valley Forge.
That's Valley Forge. Okay. I
Yes.
was trying to remember what
I think
that
that falls under Type C, type of casino in Pennsylvania, where you have to do the day pass.
Yeah, it's a kind of, you have to do a day pass, and it's a great place.
Yes.
Great we call it, and that's Valley Forge.
Yeah.
So they call it Valley Forge because it's right across the way from the winter camp Valley Forge.
Yes,
so
a little history
where we all went to. Valley Forge. We going to school in the area, grammar school in the area. That was one of those big field trip places. You go to Valley Forge and stuff like that. So no, it's weird that they have a casino there now.
Yeah. we have a Nassau County, New York visitor to Mount Airy Casino playing a table game, Texas Hold'em.
Okay.
The person hit the bonus progressive jackpot with a royal flush in clubs.
Okay.
And he walked away with $466,296 playing the table game Texas Hold'em with a royal flush.
Wow, that's great.
Yes.
So Mount Airy, it's kind of the Poconos, right?
Yes.
That's the Poconos.
Yes.
All right.
We're going to be leaving Pennsylvania now, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. We're heading out to Nevada for our last 2 casino jackpots.
All right.
We've got Binion's Gaming Hall.
Wow, that's a little bit of history.
Yes.
That's classic Vegas kind of thing. You know?
This one I got lucky with because I came across this on Twitter.
Okay.
Yes, this
All
was from Binion's Gaming Hall's X account, Twitter account, whatever you want to call it.
X account.
Yeah.
that
sounds horrible.
Yeah, that's a Twitter account. All right.
But we are staying with Aristocrat. Another Dollar Storm slot machine has paid out. We've got a $2.50 bet.
Okay.
Hit the spin, and the guy watched the symbols flash, and he is now $138,000 richer.
I like he was playing in a classic Vegas venue. You know, that's great.
Yes.
Billy Binion.
Well, we don't really cover Binions too much. I mean, usually,
no, I don't know why.
I think we have in the
Binions,
past.
You know,
we've had a table
when I think
game.
of Binions, I think of World Series of Poker and that kind of history there. So I like the fact that it's called Gambling Hall and Hotel. So.
And staying in Nevada, we've
right.
got our last one of the week here, and we actually have covered the Strat Hotel, Casino, and Skypod a couple times.
Yeah, I remember the word Skypod. I've never used the word Skypod in my life there, but it's called Sky. That's the actual
The formal
name
is
Skypod.
the Strat Hotel, Casino, and Skypod.
See, I just said Strat.
Yes.
I always said Strat. I never said Skypod.
We have a blackjack win.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Table game called Lucky Ladies Blackjack, to be straight with you here. We have a winner by the name of Ohebo. I think that's how you pronounce it. Ojebo.
Okay.
She was playing Lucky Ladies Blackjack early in the morning one time.
It's a she?
It's a she.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
It's weird. You see a
press release says she hit the jackpot playing Lucky Ladies Blackjack.
You know, I would think if it's a woman, it would end in an A kind of thing. Oheba.
Not my name, so
Ohebo.
However she wants it to
be,
she wins it.
It's a great name, Ohebo.
Well, she actually had a pair of Queen of Hearts and against a dealer's hand of blackjack, which caused her to win $111,621.45.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that must be some sort of pay table payout with Lucky Ladies Blackjack. It must not be a normal blackjack game. I'm not familiar.
Yeah,
with
I mean,
this is a table game more so than a blackjack.
The thing with card games is there's certain rules in different casinos. There's different rules in different states. I mean, when you play blackjack here in Atlantic City, some have Atlantic City rules and some have Vegas rules.
Yes.
So always check the rules before you start playing.
But that's it for the casino jackpots. We're going to finish up with a pair of lottery stories.
All right.
And we're heading from Nevada out to Ohio for the Ohio Lottery and a jackpot made through our partners here, jackpot.com.
Yes, jackpot.com. All right. Yeah, what's the code that I should have this written in front of me.
Draw 24 at jackpot.com gets you a free lottery ticket with your first deposit.
Nice. All right.
Yes. And don't forget to try out the digital scratchers. You can also use a code SCRATCH24.
I'm waiting for them to start in New Jersey. So
the scratchers?
Yeah. Our other place where we have a residence in Massachusetts, they have scratchers, but I'm waiting for them in New Jersey.
Well, we have an Ohio Lottery jackpot from a player purchased a Home for the Holidays scratcher via jackpot.com.
Oh, so it was a scratcher.
Digital scratcher.
All right. See, now I really want them in Jersey.
Well, the player started using jackpot.com after hearing commercials for jackpot.com on the radio.
Oh, could it have been us?
And
I don't know.
We reached into Cleveland. So
I don't know.
Our show, House of Cards, is in Cleveland.
I don't know. No one let us know. Someone's got to let us know this.
I know, right?
Or,
But we have Home for the Holiday Scratcher. I got to take a look at what that one is. I'm assuming it's a Christmas-themed, holiday-themed game.
Okay. Home for the Holidays. Yeah, I guess it. Yeah.
But the player the player won $500,000 through jackpot.com.
Wow. Nice.
Digital scratcher.
Nice.
Yes.
All right.
Not their first win on Ohio Lottery, but it was their largest win. They had already won $500 on a Lady Luck scratcher just weeks prior.
Okay.
So the player decided to try another scratcher.
All right.
So
yeah, why not?
500, then 500,000.
Wow, great.
So,
on jackpot.com. Look at that.
Good job, jackpot.com.
Nice. All right.
And now we're going to finish up with the Florida lottery. We're going back out to Florida. We started in Florida with our jackpots. We're going back out to Florida with our lottery jackpot. Here we've got Krista H., a 37-year-old from Clearwater, Florida, celebrating a top prize, or not a top prize, I'm sorry, the second top prize in the Florida Lottery's $5 million crossword cash scratch-off game. This is not a digital scratcher. This is an actual physical scratcher.
Oh, this is actually, you had to go to
She
a
actually
store.
had to do work.
Yeah,
she had to do work to get this
You actually
one.
had to travel out of your home to go get it. Okay.
Like I said, the top prize in this is a $5 million prize. She won $1 million.
Wow. Hey, that's great, too. So,
$20 ticket. And has over, word theme game features over $239.6 million in cash prizes, including 4 top prizes of $5 million.
Wow.
She won $1 million here.
Now, I'm always curious when people win scratchers. Do they scratch it off in the store? Do they bring it home? I guess everyone has a different way of doing their scratchers, but I've never brought, whenever I bought a scratcher, I've never brought it home. I've always done it in the store. I'm just curious if
no word.
Okay.
But the store did get a $2,000 bonus.
Well, yeah. So
that's not a lot for a $1 million win. They only get a $2,000 bonus.
You go to one of these stores, everything's on camera. I wonder if they have someone's actual winning moment when they scratch off and find out they won $1 million.
But this is one of the largest scratch off ticket in the state for Florida Lottery. $5 million crossword cash scratch off game.
Wow.
$20 ticket.
Okay. Congratulations.
Congratulations, and congratulations to all the winners we talked about. Congratulations to all the winners we didn't have a chance to talk about on the show. We only cover $100,000 or more. There are plenty more jackpot winners out there, so congratulations to everybody. And as always, press releases, info at TurnpikeSportsRadio.com. Keep those coming in.
Well, that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time with House of Cards.
Wild country in your